If you have not yet jumped onto the electric bandwagon, we will attempt to expedite your faith conversion by showcasing the most exciting news from the world of EVs. The highly anticipated GMC Hummer EV has finally been unveiled. The cheapest production electric car is already available for pre-order, and the announcements go on and on. So subscribe to Automotive Territory, ring the bell, and let's not waste any more time for the introductions. Enjoy the ride! GMC Hummer EV. Once discontinued as a wasteful gas guzzler, more than a decade later, the iconic Hummer brand is making a comeback as the world's first zero-emission supertruck. Its powertrain is comprised of GM's proprietary Ultium battery pack with 350 kW recharge capability, 3 motors, and standard all-wheel drive. We are looking at 350 miles range, 1000 horsepower, and around 1100 pound-feet of torque. Though, just like Tesla, GMC prefers to quote quite misleading 11,500 pound-feet figure. On the open road, the Hummer EV drives like a supercar with 3 seconds 0 to 60. But in the wild, it utilizes adaptive air ride suspension to lift the clearance by 6 inches. It stands on 35 through 37-inch tires and has 4-wheel steering with the revolutionary grab-walk mode. The cabin combines luxury with legit high-tech, featuring a massive 13.4-inch infotainment, digital dashboard, and an infinity roof with modular sky panels. Dacia Spring. Basically a rebadged version of the Asian Renault K-ZE, the Dacia Spring arrives to Europe sporting a €10,000 price tag and the title of the most affordable electric car on the Western market. The model keeps the overall SUV looks of its concept predecessor, but gets a slightly revised front grille and new DRLs. Size-wise, the Spring still belongs to the city car segment. It measures just 12 feet and 3 inches in length and has a slightly raised clearance of 5.9 inches. The propulsion system of the car is comprised of a 45 HP motor and a 26.8 kWh battery pack. The setup produces 78 mph maximum speeds and offers 140 miles of WLTP range. The car is planned to be offered in 3 versions: for customer purchase, car sharing, and urban deliveries. The former is expected to get touchscreen infotainment, smartphone integration, and a digital dash options. Renault Megane E-Vision. Renault's best-selling electric car Zoe might have enjoyed a zealous following through the years of its production, but in terms of the looks and form factor, it was never destined to become a universally craved EV. Very likely, this fate will be enjoyed by the entirely new generation of Renaults, which is previewed by the Megane E-Vision concept. Built over the next-generation CMF EV platform, the newcomer takes the shape of a crossover station wagon. Its front fascia, matrix LED headlights, and contrasting roof design are beyond attractive, with the inspiration coming from the last year's Morphos concept. The upcoming French EV is powered by a single wound-rotor motor, 217 horsepower and 221 pound-feet strong, mated with a 60 kWh battery with up to 130 kW fast charging. The front-wheel drive system yields below 8 seconds 0 to 60 and at least 250 miles range. Audi e-tron GT. The upcoming Gran Turismo has already been announced to start production at their revamped Bollinger plant by the end of 2020. The e-tron GT is expected to be built on the same J1 platform as its Porsche Taycan corporate sibling, and it's been confirmed that most of the bodywork will be made from high-strength steel and aluminum. The car will also get the Taycan's largest 93.4 kWh battery, 2 electric motors, and the brand's signature Quattro all-wheel drive system. The power output of the motors has not been confirmed yet, but we do expect at least 590 HP. The maximum range of the CV should reach 200 miles, but the most peculiar feature of the GT is a sophisticated sound emulator system with 32 elements to mimic internal combustion engines. Mercedes EQ lineup. Despite very poor sales of the first electric Mercedes EQC that have not even reached 1,000 units in 2 years, the premium German brand is still moving forward with the EV lineup expansion. The closest model to production is the flagship sedan based on the 2019 EQS concept, so basically an electric S-Class. Moreover, they have confirmed that the EV lineup will be developed parallel to the internal combustion units. So besides the aforementioned saloon, in the future we'll be seeing gradual reveals of 5 new models: the EQE sedan, EQA and EQB compact crossovers, and electric versions of the GLE and GLS SUVs. At some point, we might even welcome an electric version of the Geländewagen. The technical information about the lineup is still vague, but at least for the EQS, Mercedes is aiming for 390 EPA miles. Make sure to support the electrification of the automotive world by liking this video and watching it till the end. Thanks for your feedback, and let's get back to it. BUICK ELECTRA. Developed by the GM's joint venture with the Chinese SAIC, this concept vehicle predicts what Buick's all-electric future holds for us. Adopting the so-called potential energy design language, the ELECTRA blends crossover dimensions with the Gran Turismo silhouette in the most elegant and ergonomic way. Like an arrow being released, the futuristic-looking machine has one big glass canopy rising from the long hood to the rear, while the car's full LED lights create a three-dimensional effect. The model rides on massive 23-inch Aero-style wheels and has butterfly wing doors equipped with face recognition. The powertrain consists of 2 electric motors that deliver 583 horsepower, while the company's advanced Ultium battery promises up to 410 miles of range on a single charge. ITALDESIGN VOYAH Island. VOYAH is a new sub-brand of the Chinese Dongfeng Motor Corporation that is ready to enter the luxury electric mobility segment in 2021. Their first vehicle is the Island Grand Tourer, co-developed with the Turin-based ITALDESIGN. Though built with the Chinese money, the Island has a 100% Italian DNA since it is heavily inspired by the ITALDESIGN's own Da Vinci concept. The Island's key exterior features are the LED illuminated front grille and large gull-wing doors, while its overall shape recalls the classic GT cars with a tapered profile hood and a truncated tail. Inside, the car ditches the traditional 4-person layout and adopts a 3-seat configuration where the right rear seat has a front element that can work as a table or a footrest if necessary. Neither power output or range of the Island have been disclosed yet, but the company hints at several battery options. LYNK & Co. Zero concept. Launched back in 2016, the LYNK & Co. is a subsidiary of the Chinese Geely and a corporate sibling of Volvo. The company usually builds its vehicles on the basis of Volvo's CMA platform, but this is about to change with the arrival of their first zero-emissions crossover in 2021. The model is rumored to debut a dedicated architecture that will be used for Geely's future electric vehicles. The CV comes powered by a 100 kWh battery pack that feeds an undisclosed number of motors. It should accelerate to 60 in under 4 seconds and drive for 400 miles on a full charge. In terms of exterior design, Zero blends a sporty crossover with an elegant sedan and gets a full-width LED taillight, a spoiler, and a modern glass roof. The cabin specs have not been announced yet, but you can notice a large central screen infotainment, a digital dashboard, and leather interior. Hyundai RM20e. This year, Hyundai has been spoiling us with a couple of electric concepts dedicated to the new Ioniq brand, but the most recent RM20e prototype hints at the all-electric future for another branch of the company, the N-Performance division. The sports car is inspired by the all-electric TCR race car and is built on a new RM platform. The RM in the name stands for the racing midship, which means a mid-mounted motor sending power to the rear wheels. The prototype is claimed to yield 810 horses and 708 pound-feet of torque, accelerating from 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds. In turn, 0 to 124 mph sprints should take no longer than 9.88 seconds. According to Hyundai, the RM20e will not become an actual production vehicle, but it will serve as a test mule used to develop and perfect the brand's performance and racing tech for the future electric N cars. Mazda MX-30. Unorthodox freestyle doors and unique front fascia of the last year's all-electric introduction by Mazda led us to believe that the car was at the conceptual stage. However, the model has already hit the production lines without any major changes to its construction and specifications. Based on the subcompact CX-30 internal combustion sibling, this SUV is juiced by a 35 kWh battery pack and is positioned as a city car with a limited 110 miles range and humble 143 horsepower motor. The crossover has a sleek coupe-like shape and minimalistic exterior with cylindrical headlamps and three-dimensional rear lights. The interior uses recycled and environmentally safe materials, such as heritage cork. It has dual-screen infotainment and a digital dash. Finally, the I-ACTIVSENSE safety system installed on the MX-30 is among the most sophisticated offered by Mazda so far. Honda SUV E. To the envy of all the Honda fans, only the attendants of the Auto China Expo in Beijing were able to witness the unveil of the first electric SUV concept from the Japanese. Judging by the strategy chosen for the smaller Honda E sibling, the SUV E is not likely to get long-range capability, but it does demonstrate the company's next-gen safety and driver assistance systems with omnidirectional sensing and improved recognition, prediction, and decision-making performance. Moreover, the concept presents the latest version of the Honda Connect infotainment with digital assistant and advanced connectivity. What is the most exciting announcement from the world of EVs of 2021? Jump right into the conversation in the comment section to discuss the electric revolution. Make sure to watch other episodes suggested on the screen and subscribe not to miss the upcoming videos. Like, share, and as always, may the torque be with you!